Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Yeah, this year it's KISW's 50th anniversary, and we're going to start the year-long celebration on Friday, February 12th, a week from this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's right around the corner, man.
Yeah. And we're going to have a whole weekend celebration, as a matter of fact. The big 50th anniversary weekend celebration starts on that Friday. And we're going to have lots of bands, station alumni, other big names from the Pacific Northwest. And, of course, you, the Rockaholics, who helped us get the 50.
It's pretty cool. We're going to have guys like, Joel McHale is going to join us.
That guy?
Yeah, because he grew up in the Northwest, has a lot of love for KSW. Of course, Craig Gass.
That guy?
Mike McCready.
That guy?
Yeah, and even some luminaries from the KSW days like Bob Rivers, Bob Spike, and Joe.
Wait a minute. Those guys?
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, so tune in on Friday the 12th to hear all the stories, all the memories, and, of course, the debauchery. Oh, yeah. And we want to thank Palace Law for supporting KISW's 50th anniversary. It is going to be awesome, and we hope you'll be there with us Friday the 12th of February and celebrate with us all weekend long.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser. Oh! B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to be Migs. It's time to turn down for tequila. What? Tequila. Oh, okay.
Tequila.
Or is it tequila?
Yes. Turned down for tequila.
Oh, we've forgotten already, man. I mean,
it's hard to remember that.
Yeah, you can just
I know
put it
how
on
to
your
say
sheets.
Tuesday, and I know how to. I did that one time, and it still didn't work. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Maybe you shouldn't come up with ideas if you can't remember them.
Maybe the ship sailed, and we just moved back to being tequila.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
so
what I choose.
That's a nice way of saying it wasn't a great idea.
Well, I mean,
like that,
you can put words in people's mouths.
Yeah,
and
I'm just thinking it's like a reverse psychology thing. We say, okay, next week we'll be back to tequila, and then Rev will screw it up, and he'll make it tequila.
Oh,
That's actually I probably will.
I like both of those possibilities.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Wow. Let's get to our contestant. We've got Chris in Auburn. Chris, are you there?
Hold on a second there.
I'm here.
Nice. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye.
Just a suggestion. What about tequila?
Well, that's actually way harder for me to remember.
That's morbid.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, thank you. Well, for those playing at home, Chris will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chris, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready.
What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
Groundhog's Day.
Yes. Mount Rushmore is located in what state?
North Dakota, South Dakota.
South Dakota, yes. In What's Love Got to Do with It, Angela Bassett played which singer?
Pass.
What is the plural of the animal moose?
Moose.
Yes. What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
Groundhog's Day.
Yes. How many spikes are on the Statue of Liberty's crown?
7.
Yes. George Clooney starred in which 90s TV drama?
ER.
Yes. A rhombus has how many sides?
Oh my God. 8, 10, 12.
No. Who was the lead singer of Soundgarden?
Chris Cornell.
Yes. What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
Groundhog's Day.
Yes. And What's Love Got to Do with It? Angela Bassett played which singer?
Madonna.
No.
I have no idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it.
Is it laziness or cleverness, this particular set of questions?
Well, I would like to think that it would be somewhat clever.
Super clever.
Thank you.
Of course Danny's going to say that because Danny's
Yeah, Danny's got my back.
It made me chuckle.
See?
Yeah. Well, as long as we make Danny chuckle, that's all I care about.
Yeah, and it apparently made you mad, so that works out double for me.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Got premature.
All right.
Foreshadowing.
I'm sure you'll do fine today, Steve.
All right.
What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
That's today. Groundhog Day.
Yes. Mount Rushmore is located in what state?
South Dakota.
Yes. In What's Love Got to Do with It? Angela Bassett played which singer?
Who needs a good... I don't know the word. Tina Turner.
Yes. What is the plural of the animal moose?
Mooses?
No.
Moose?
Yes. What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
I'll pass on that. I'm not sure. A Groundhog Day.
Yes. How many
I
spikes?
see what you did there.
How many spikes are on the Statue of Liberty's crown?
Is it 13?
No.
7?
Yes.
Ooh.
George Clooney starred in which 90s drama?
ER.
Yes. A rhombus has how many sides?
4.
Yes. Who was the lead singer of Soundgarden?
Chris Cornell.
Yes. What movie with the same name as a holiday stars Bill Murray and a rodent named Phil?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Independence Day.
No.
Groundhog Day.
Yes. And Steve, you get a perfect 10. And you win.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Chris.
It's all right. I should have known the Tina Turner one and the rhombus, so it should have been a tie, but that was my own fault.
Well, listen.
Oh, look at that. Good sportsmanship.
See that? What a good guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Chris, you're welcome to play anytime, though. Hopefully it will be when the rep isn't lazy and wants to write all text.
Oh, someone says that was clever and amusing.
Thank you.
Was it? Who was that? His wife?
That was Tina Turner.
All I do is win.
Whoa, there you go. Yeah, you got the perfect 10 one. You had to play
I had to give a nod to Tina, though.
Solid.
Yeah.
Step up in the building. Everybody hands go up.
And
Punxsutawney Phil.
And they say
And I knew that this would kind of peeve off BJ a little bit. The first iteration was 10 questions of the same. And I realized that might have been a little too much there.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. So I decided just to have the 3. You know, the rule of 3. Comedy.
Oh, is that was supposed to be
Yeah,
comedy? Oh.
yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. Now I get it.
Thank you.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Steve. And I know Danny did as well. And at least one texter did.
At least one person and you too. Congratulations.
And Steve, congrats on your win.
Yeah, good job, Steve. I'm so
Thank you.
proud of nobody on the show. Hey, people on Twitter. I like this story because I have one of my best buddies. I won't say his name because I don't want Sean's wife to find out. One of my best buddies does this. He's got a nickname for his wife on his phone.
Yeah.
And I this is something I never thought of doing in my life. And his nickname, and they have a really fun relationship where they insult the hell out of each other. So, I mean, I'm sure she knows about the nickname, but it's some, I don't know if it's like Wicked Witch of the West or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I saw his phone ring and it was, and he goes, hi, and I saw it and it's like, some like Wicked Witch of the West or She Beast of the North or something like that. So then he goes, hi, honey. And I'm like, well, that's the thing you have for your wife on your phone. And
that's better than like this bitch or something like that.
Yeah. And so, people, I guess, are a lot of folks do this. They have a whole different way they, list their significant other on their phone. And a woman named Jennifer Wortman tweeted, quote, today I discovered my husband has me in his phone as Jennifer Wortman. And she thought that's clear. I should say that's weird that he's got me listed so formally.
Dude, that's funny. You bring that up when I first started dating my wife. I'll never forget. I remember the phone. It was those old, those flippy kind of phones that they had like the keypad. What the hell was the name of it? It was like, it was a Verizon only kind of phone, but I was like,
Razor?
It wasn't a razor, but I don't remember. But I just remember
the sidekick, was it?
No, it's not. I guess it's not really an important part of the thing. But I just remember visualizing that because then she opened it up and saw that I had her listed at first name, last name, and she thought that was so funny that I even my parents' first name, last name, everything was formal on my phone. She's just like, you don't have mom written on your phone or dad. And so she took my phone and jokingly wrote my honey as her name on my phone in the contacts. And it's still to this day, over 10 years it's gone on. That's still her name on my phone is my honey.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been ever
what
since.
What does your wife think about that?
What do you mean? Oh. That's it. That's the phone.
Oh, there it is.
The Voyager.
The
I had
Voyager.
that one too.
That phone was the best.
Yes.
I was going to say the certain female body part, but the bits.
Wow. Yeah.
You don't use that term?
I have first name, last name because, I mean, you put everything in alphabetical order. You know what I mean? It's like her last name is what it is. So, I mean, if I look at, or I go by her first name, I never thought of I'm trying to think if I have anybody in my phone that's just under anything weird besides what their name is.
I do have a couple. Do not answer. This guy's an a-hole.
Oh, you got that?
You have a couple of those.
Yeah.
That's why my calls never get answered by Vicky.
Yep.
I thought you had me listed as Sweet Cheeks, BJ.
Yeah, I used to, but then
change it up.
Yeah, I had to change it up a little bit.
I have a feel for hockey, I'll sometimes be a part of a skate, and I have to arrange other goalies. So I have a billion people's last name is goalie. It's like Bob goalie, Sal goalie.
Oh, that's
Steve
pretty cool.
goalie. And I'm like, I don't know what their real last names are, but they're all part of the goalie family.
How you doing, Bob Goalie?
Right.
See, I keep everyone in my phone. Guys that I went on one date with 10 years ago, I still have them in my phone. And if it didn't go completely awful, I'll keep them. And it's usually John TD, which means Tinder, John OKC, or whatever, OK Cupid. That's the one I was thinking of, or Plenty of Fish. So I still have all these different initials for all
So what
these
if they
things.
see it? Do you explain that to them? Like, hey, look, I just got a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
I just got to be able to figure out which one is which.
Right. I mean, they don't usually last long enough for them to see my content.
There is that, yeah.
I changed Steve's name to Migsy on my phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
All because of Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty awesome. I like that. I respect that.
I do love the OK Cupid thing because this one woman just recently changed her husband's number. They've been married for 5 years, but he was OK Cupid guy number 3 for 5 years. And then finally she realized, all right, I guess he's sticking. It's been 5 years of marriage.
Somebody said my wife is in my phone as Boo Boo Kitty F word.
Oh, nice.
Another person says my girlfriend is Bratty Queen and I'm Big Man Baby to her. Someone has their mom in their contacts as Mommy McMomerson.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this one woman says, my boyfriend and I met after terrible surgeries and wanted to share survival tips, so he was in my phone as Paul L. Payne, and I'm in his as Eve Pain Management. Okay, well, I guess, if you had bad surgeries and then you ended up, being together.
I like this texter says my wife has huge hoots. Her pet name on my phone is Pumpkin Boobs. But uses a different word other than boobs.
That's, I'm pretty lame. I am really, really lame. I don't think I have anybody that's like that. Everybody's just, whatever their name is.
Yeah, mine is just, now mine has just, it's dad. So I've gotten less formal with my father, at least. And then, of course, my wife's one is. But everyone else is typically their formal name.
Wow. I should, you know what, I was going to change Vicky's to a nickname that I came up with her. But I thought there's just no way that I can use that. If that ever showed up, I'm fired.
Yep.
On my old show, it was a running joke when I worked with Jody, and her nickname in my phone forever. And I remember somebody being like, what is that? It was, I don't even know how to say it.
It's like a fly swatter. Right? Wasn't
Swatty?
Yeah, yes. Swatty, yes.
Mick.
Yeah, Mick. And then...
something Steen.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
I think you can fill in the blanks there.
And Vicky's was similar, but it was, because of her Hispanic heritage, we had to give her not a Steen for a last name.
And this wasn't me doing that. She suggested, there was a joke, we both would insult each other when the mics would go off and we would say the world's worst stuff. And then I said that one, and it made her laugh so hard. She's like, that better be my name in your phone. So for the longest time it was. Until it was like, okay.
Yeah, you really can't do that anymore.
I'm 40. I probably should change that.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Those are great nicknames, though. But you can't even, now you have to change it just because if it shows, your phone's there and all of a sudden if somebody texts you and it shows up like that, you're screwed.
Back when I was younger, I did have random nicknames, but then it would get to the point where somebody would contact you and you're like, I don't even know What is it like? I don't even remember why I made this nickname for this guy.
Oh, yeah. Probably drinking.
Oh, 100%
Probably drinking.
There's no doubt.
Last night, a bunch of fans were kicked out of a basketball game for arguing with LeBron James. But you know what? LeBron was like, you know what? I don't think they should have been kicked out. You'll hear from LeBron at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Last night, the Lakers were playing in Atlanta, and referees stopped the game to have security come and eject 4 attendees who were standing and yelling at LeBron James.
Welcome back, fans.
Yeah, don't know what they were saying, but 2 women and 2 men were booted, and one of the women left with middle fingers up. Yeah, stay classy, Atlanta.
Best date night ever.
Here are the play-by-play announcers talking about what was happening.
We've got a lot of jawing going on. The front row, look at that. And now the security is getting involved.
And the referees are actually telling the security they may want to usher somebody out of the building.
They might be gone. I think this was happening also. Somebody was all over LeBron.
They're still on LeBron. I think that's what it is.
A few minutes ago, and I know he was glaring into the seats.
And the woman that left with her middle fingers in the air posted a video on Instagram talking about being kicked out.
Just got kicked out of the game for talking to LeBron James, for talking to my husband. Listen, let me tell you, LeBron James looked at my husband during the game and cussed him out, and I stood up and I go, don't fucking talk to my husband. Talk to my husband one more time and I will f*** you up. And he started fighting with me. He goes, shut your mouth, dumb bitch. And I go, you shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
She sounds like fun.
Yeah, she does.
Dude, I was like so she's just going on these tirades on Instagram. Apparently she's very popular on Instagram, has like over 40-something thousand followers.
Of course she does.
And a lot of people, then people are giving her a hard time because they're calling her a gold digger. Now, I'm not one to judge somebody, but like looking at the pictures, if you were to tell me if this guy one day lost his job and bet whether or not she would leave him or not, I'm not going to take that bet because it's
oh yeah, he does. He looks like he looks like he's significantly older than she is.
She just seems she's so angry in that video.
Yes, she is.
I don't know, man. Like, how about just watching the basketball game and just enjoying your time?
What do you want to do that for when you can go on Instagram and be famous and keep digging? Wow. After the game, LeBron was asked about the whole thing, and he felt like they should not have been kicked out.
No, at the end of the day, I'm happy fans are back in the building. I miss that interaction. I need that interaction. We as players need that interaction. I don't feel like it was warranted to be kicked out. You know, we said our piece. He said his piece. I said my piece. And then when someone else jumped into it and said their piece. But I didn't think they were, should have been kicked out. But they might have had a couple of drinks maybe. And it kind of got blown out of proportion. It's just like sometimes on the floor when 2 guys get into a scuffle, or get into a little like Johnson and the refs come and try to break it up really fast and it looks like it's bigger than what it really is. That's what it pretty much was tonight. But the difference we're on the court and we're not having any alcoholic beverages, they might have had some alcoholic beverages on the side, so that it made them feel a little tougher than what they really are, I would say.
Oh, there we go. I love how, but the classic is what LeBron tweeted after the game. He said, quote, courtside Karen was mad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, the comments are just ridiculous now because people have found like their Instagram pages and the guy, like, he obviously has a post of a picture of her. She's like 25, I think she said in one of the videos. She's like, I'm 25 years old. I'm not a gold digger. And I don't know. What
he's got to be in his 50s at
least.
I'd
say late 50s. I mean, he's in great shape. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's definitely in better shape than I am, but you still can't hide the fact that he's still an older dude.
And some people are like, why are you dating your daughter? Another person wrote, daughter, more like his granddaughter.
Oh, boy.
Another person's like, I bet this guy has a yellow Lamborghini. And then someone found his Instagram page and they're like, no, not yellow, it's white. But it's a Lamborghini.
So he's got cash.
Oh, gosh, dude. I don't know
if he's got some cash.
This guy's doing just fine sitting courtside.
Yeah, and look, I mean, this is okay. Again, if you've got the beautiful wife, you've got the money, you got all that, what are you acting like an idiot for? Unless maybe you're an idiot and...
Well, they were in Atlanta. They were just showing support for their home team.
Oh, is that what they were doing?
Why you're getting all so hard on these guys.
Oh, you're right. What's wrong with me? She left out classy. She left classy with the fingers in the air, though. Left real classy, yeah.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So last night, security had to kick out fans of a basketball game because they were drunk and yelling at LeBron James. So based on this... we want you to finish this sentence. I can't believe I was kicked out of blank. When have you or someone you know been kicked out of somewhere? 206-421-ROCK. You can text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. I can't believe I was kicked out of blank. When have you or someone you know been kicked out of somewhere? Your calls, your texts. After Audio Slave on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Last night, security had to kick fans out of a basketball game because they were drunk yelling at LeBron James, and LeBron tweeted, courtside Karen was mad. And it's quite a lovely situation, and we're wondering, hey, man, what happens to all of us, I'm sure. So we wanted to finish this sentence. I can't believe I was kicked out of blank. When have you or someone you know been kicked out of somewhere? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Dane in Snohomish, you are on The Rock.
Hey.
Good morning, Dane. Welcome to the show. What you got, buddy?
So a couple years ago, my brother and I, we flew out to Boston to watch the Mariners lose to the Red Sox, and we started drinking probably 11 in the morning that day. The game was about 7, and I fell asleep, woke up in the stadium after we got there, and we were getting along with the Boston fans for the most part. We paid like $250 per seat.
Oh, dang!
And yeah, so we had some nice seats, and we continued drinking. We're drinking Guinnesses, and we were all getting along, and then some choice words were thrown back and forth. We were pretty rowdy, so, it's probably our fault. But then next thing you know, one of the Boston fans says, you should have ran it. And then my brother and I, we just went off, started calling their girlfriend's names.
Oh, there you go.
We were pretty drunk, but... yeah, we got kicked out in the 6th. I think the guys had season tickets or something. They just waved down the ushers, and next thing you know, we're getting walked out by the rent-a-cops.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. I've had, and Steve, you've been there with me. I appreciate the call. You and I were in a cab with another person that we used to work with, and people think, that Bostonians and New Yorkers are just rude and swear and are just jerks all the time, but there's a level of respect that you need to have. Otherwise, you get put in your place, and people don't realize that, visitors. They just think, oh, you're just a bunch of loudmouths and swear all the time. You don't have any morals or any honor. And I remember we were in that cab. You two were in the back seat, and the dude in the front seat was not happy. He was an old school Irish dude, and he and I were throwing down because I used to live in Boston, and eventually I had to be like, I had to go, dude, you need to be quiet because we're not idiots in this town. We actually, believe in respect, and we don't just swear all the time. It's not how we do.
And then we told that guy to F off. We punched him, kicked him out of his own car, and drove off.
Well, yeah, but we did it with
Grand Theft Auto
respect.
style. Yeah, it was awesome. That part's not true, though.
Yeah, we did it with respect. So, yeah, I think a lot of folks go, hey, we can just be loudmouth, obnoxious morons when we're in, like, Boston or New York. And, there is a line, and those guys found it.
So I said I wasn't kicked out, but we were forced to move seats at a Mariners game because my buddies and I talking trash to Mike Trout. I think by the time, Brad, I don't know if you remember this, when we did a Migscast party over at the Rainiers game. We didn't get kicked out of the Rainiers game, but there was a good 20 of us at listener party, and we were all having a blast just drinking, and everybody was being loud and obnoxious. And they didn't kick us out. They did something that was actually pretty smart. They had a downstairs part. Like, we were in the outfield, like at this upper deck, like little setup outside bar area, and they're like, hey, could you and your party just go? We weren't opening up the bottom pen area, but we'll open it up for you guys. Could you go down there? Because you're kind of annoying everybody up here.
Yeah, they sent us down to the basement, and it was the best.
And so I was like, I respect that, and I'm sorry. And yeah, we'll go down there. And we had so much fun. It was a blast. Like it was just us, and we got to heckle one of the outfielders, and he made fun of us back, which I thought was great because it's just like Little League. I mean, not Little League, minor league baseball. Yeah, it was a Little League game.
That would
actually
be horrible. If it was Little
we were
League.
making fun of kids. We're like, come on,
nice going.
You hit like a boy, a little baby boy.
Yeah.
No, this guy was making fun of us back, like one of the outfielders for the opposing team. It was a great time, but in a weird way, we got kicked out of the upper part, which we were supposed to be in, and sent down to the basement.
I love that they have a dungeon they can send unruly fans to, like you guys.
Because they were like, you're not being, like, we weren't being jerks. We were just being loud and annoying.
Yeah, and some people don't want that.
Right, and understandably so.
Yeah.
Like, at no point we were trying to start fights with anyone. No one was being, like, aggressive. It was just like, okay, we have families or people that just don't want to deal with your crap. Go downstairs.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77.
It's the best.
Let's go to Cindy in Tacoma. Cindy, you are on the Rock.
Hi, you guys. How are you?
Good, Cindy. What you got for us?
So, I think it was like late 80s, maybe early 90s. My brother and two of his buddies went to a Sonics game, and they were playing whatever team Daryl Dawkins was on. Well, there was beer involved because they were at the Sonics game. And my brother's buddy was really heckling Daryl Dawkins through the whole game. And finally, Dawkins just got really ticked off and tried to charge into the stand to get my brother's buddy.
Okay, then.
So my brother and his buddies were ejected from the game, and then Dawkins was also ejected for trying to go into the stand.
No. What did they say to Daryl? I mean, look, basketball players, professional athletes are used to getting taunted by the fans, but to want to charge, what the heck was said that really finally just was the last straw for him, I wonder?
Well, and here's the thing, Dawkins is just a huge guy, and my brother's buddy is probably like 5'10". So, I mean, it was ugly. And, but this is a story we've been laughing about forever. But can I tell you guys one other thing really quick?
Can you, Steve? Can't you? Do we have time?
Yes,
we
have.
It'll be really quick, I promise. So,
all right.
BJ, first of all, yesterday was my birthday, and you and I are the same age now.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
You probably look a lot better than I do, I have to tell you. Pretty much everybody does who's my age.
I was going to say that, but I decided to be nice, so I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. So
And then, Steve, I'm the one that texted you yesterday about the Royal Rumble, and I want to tell you that my son is a huge fan of yours because he sat a couple seats from you at the Monday Night Raw up in Everett a year and a half ago, and he was there as a guest of Roman Reigns because my son is good friends with Roman's cousin.
I remember him.
My son is 6'8".
Oh, hell yeah. No, I remember because I chatted with some of the guys. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're here because of Roman Reigns." I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, my son and two of his buddies went there. So my son's goal is to go to some kind of pay-per-view and sit right next to you.
Oh, dude. And what a bummer. The Royal Rumble was supposed to happen here in Seattle. Rumor has it this year. And because of all the COVID stuff, which is a bummer, that might have been one of them.
Oh, we all, during the whole Royal Rumble on Sunday, we were texting back and forth going, we should freaking be at this match right now. So anyway, thank you guys for all the normalcy through this last year of craziness. You are the only normalcy that I think a lot of us have had, and I just want you to know I appreciate you all.
Oh,
And
that's
hopefully
really
I'll
sweet.
get to
Thank you, Cindy.
meet up with your son on a future pay-per-view. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
That is awesome. And happy birthday.
Daryl Dawkins, what a name from the past. Chocolate Thunder, BJ.
I forgot about that.
I know so much about this. Yeah, that was his nickname, Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah,
That's
he was-
amazing.
He was a good player.
Yeah, that's my first ever autograph.
Oh, really?
My dad ran into him
Wow.
somewhere and got the autograph on like a really crappy piece of paper, but it just said Chocolate Thunder, Daryl Dawkins.
That is cool. He didn't tell your dad to F off or anything.
No.
Because that's usually what happens when you try to get autographs.
Which is why I didn't ask.
Yeah, good call. We got a well-known actress who turned down the starring role for Silence of the Lambs because it scared her. I'll tell you all about it at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that, and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.